You won some price prediction for this year. Well, then you're in the right place, because I'm making one. I'm taking a look at the future price and the current of Wanchain. So, if you're interested, stick around. After the roar, the big things are ahead. About a month ago, I asked you a simple question. Have you subscribed? Majority of you, 78%, said of course. Now 10% of you said, who are you? If you are among those, please consider subscribing if you feel the need to join our community, our crypto pack, and being updated on the crypto markets in the future. So if you're not in those 3% that said never, please consider it. And now let's head to the top coins and see what is rolling. Not much, ladies and gentlemen, not much. We are in the nowhere land. A little green, little red, nothing important. So let's disregard it. Let's talk about the biggest mover today, Harmony 1, that is going up 50% in the last 24 hours. So that is worth mentioning, right? Also, I will mention Theta, that is moving 14.27% to the upside, almost touching $10. I'm mentioning it for two reasons. I think a lot of you are interested in Theta token, but also I'm mentioning it because just a few videos ago we talked about Theta in details, so please check it out. Now let's head to the Wanchain versus USD and see what's happening with the price and see where that price is heading in the future of this year. Weekly chart of Wanchain, ladies and gentlemen, versus dollar. Every candle represents 1 week. And yes, this is a real chart of Wanchain. I love those charts. It's pretty simple. It's just going up. It's never going down. Jokes aside, this is the real price action of Wanchain on the first week of its price action. Exactly 3 years ago. So I'm not trolling. I just went to the past to show you what happened on the first week. And then after a while, well, things got realistic. We are coming to the real world from the dreamland. Now if you follow Wanchain, this price action is familiar to you. This is the peak in the April of 2018. So this is a highest point so far in Wanchain, around $10. Nice number, by the way. Then in 2020, Wanchain made a low. It was 1 year ago, ladies and gentlemen, if you don't believe it, but in the region of 7 cents. So imagine a fall from $10 to 7 cents. That's what I call a pullback. That's what I call a bear market. That's what I call a capitulation. Well, after that, things changed, right? After that, March, that we just mentioned. And of course, for the good, because after the March, you can clearly see that something new started. A mini bull run that is rolling and growing every day. So yes, we are done with this bear market, according to my analysis. Bear market, no more. Bull market, oh yes. If you want to be specific, this is the trend line, the supporting trend line that is following this bull market. So in general, think about it. As long as we are above this trend line, bull market is on. It could be an explosive bull or it could be a steady one. One will decide which route it will take. For now, it's a pretty steady one. But remember, we are in a fierce and a new bull market, and altcoin season can change that in a second, in a heartbeat. If you don't believe in this trend line, let just be noted of those supports. For me, that is all I need to know. for the supporting price. If you're a beginner, this is where I would start. I would draw one line, one trend line, that is holding the price. Also, it's pretty clear to me what is holding the price and pushing it down. For me, this is the most logical approach, because I believe that this line of resistance is something that we are battling right now, right at this moment. Look at the current candle. It's not pretty sure. It's taken its toll, its mind. It's not decided. Will it breach and go to the upside and make that explosion that we just talked? Or we are going back to test the support. Now, I'm not a financial advisor, but in my book, by the probabilities that are seen on the screen, we are going to the retest of the lower band. Because this is not some conviction in breaking. This is marginally breakout that could still be in some boundaries of this, let's say, channel to the upside. And it's all, let's call it subjectively, because if I remove this and make it a parallel channel to this lower band, in my mind, I can make a case like this one. I can say that this is now a resistance and this parallel channel is a valid one. I can say that we were resisted once again and we are just living inside this parallel channel. Nothing significant for now hasn't happened, right? Now if I chart volume, well, it's high, it's pretty high. It's probably the biggest ever in Wanchain, because look at this tower. Everything is smaller than this. It's right on this candle. It could be signal of a top. It could be as we approached this trend line of death, we got rejected. A lot of profit selling came in and we are due to that correction. If not to the lower band, well, think about why wouldn't we test, for example, this middle line of this channel if it's a valid one. You decide, you let me know. Is this channel real or is it just a part of my imagination? That's the thing with the technical analysis. It's a form of art. You can interpret it however you want and draw it in the way that your mind's seeing it. Maybe you that is watching right now is not seeing this on the screen, and that's okay. Our eyes, our perception of world, of the price action, it's not working the same. Since we talk about perspective, I want to offer you another one, moving averages. And you know which one is the one about one. I like talking one when I'm making it a Wanchain video. For me, 34 exponential moving average. Why? Well, in 2019, look at this, clear resistance. In 2020, even clearer resistance. After this point of breakout and this area of indecision, here it became and showed us a real support. Usually on the weekly charts, I use 21 EMA. Here it is. But as you can see, it's not following the price action the way I want it. And I want it like this, like the 34 is doing. It's providing us a clear point of resistance, and after this mess, it is giving us a clear support. Now, what I expect that sometime in the future, this point and our price action become one. When that happens, when the one becomes the one with the 34 EMA, I would say yes, we are rebounding, we are going to the upside again. And I'm not a financial advisor, but that right there, right, that point could be your perfect buying opportunity. That said, let's disregard moving averages and make that price prediction. Finally, you're saying, well, yes, finally, price prediction of 1 for 2021. God, how much rhyme. First, I will need to remove all this. I want it clean and simple. And then, I want to travel to the past, because this will give us price prediction for the future if we go into the past. The most significant points are our top and of course our bottom. Logic, right? We must combine those two to get those levels to the upside. And of course, if you follow this channel, you know what happens now, right? Professor Fibonacci, a reverse Professor Fibonacci. Let's connect this top of $10 And also let's connect to this low at 7 cents. That's it. We got our levels, but you're not seeing it on the screen because I'm not talking about this. Those are the levels on our road to all-time highs. For now, not significant. What I am talking about are the levels that you will soon see. Here we are, ladies and gentlemen. This box, those levels are the ones I was talking about. Now remember, we are currently standing above $1, dollar and a half. It doesn't matter. I will present you now the cases that Fibonacci extensions offered me. First one, 161.8, second, 261.8, third, 361.8, and fourth, 423.6%, our final one. What are the levels? $16, $26, $36, and the final verdict, $42 in 2021. Is this crazy to you? Well, yeah, on some levels of craziness, it is crazy. On some levels, I mean, on the scale of normal to crazy, it's tilting towards crazy since we are at $1 and I'm showing you $42. But we'll see. Technicals are showing me $42. It's not my mind or my prediction out of the feeling. It's all based on the price in the past. Past is the best indication for the future. There you go. We have your levels. Proceed and decide, is this a good investment? Now, of course, if Wanchain at any time decides to take bullish outlook, decides to move through the technicals and those supports that I just mentioned, it's a different story. $42 is no longer the game. For now, this is a possibility. And I hope that this possibility, that you smash that like, that I see those thumbs up, it will help us on this platform. It will help us for others to see us. So just smash it. And also check out one of these videos, as in there I'm also making all sorts of price predictions and all the funky numbers come up. So if you like this channel, stick around.